You take those lectures in, the professors come, the doctors come, okay? The anesthetists, and, all the specialists, they come in. And you stay there day in, day out. You hear those words, okay, that the average person doesn't hear. All those biological names, all those Latin words, you hear all those names over 6 years. They test you once in a while along the way to see if you're getting it. But then someday along the line, they say, you're a doctor. And you became a doctor because of what you were hearing and seeing and experiencing consistently over 6 years. Some of the people listen to lawyers. And at the end of the day, you become a lawyer. Some of us listen to professors of engineering. At the end of the day, after 4 years, 5 years, they say you are an engineer. But it's largely because of what you've been hearing and seeing consistently over time. This principle controls all of us. In fact, advertising runs on this principle. Whatever you see and hear consistently over time will enter your heart. It will become a part of you. It's like a seed going into the soil. Once it gets into the soil, with the right conditions, it takes on a life of its own. Am I right? As long as the seed is there on your table or in your cup or in the bowl, nothing happens to it. But once it goes into the soil, it takes on a life of its own and grows and produces fruit. It's the same thing with us as human beings. It's the same thing with thoughts and emotions when they come into us. What you see and what you hear consistently over time will sink into your heart and then put you on autopilot. I've been studying advertising for some time because I keep wondering why companies spend billions of pounds on advertising. They would not if it doesn't work. Advertising works. It does. Advertising works. All you have to ensure is that people sit down in front of their TV sets, that they listen to the radio, that they go on the internet, that they drive past and they see those billboards. If they can see something consistently over time, it's going to control their lives without their knowing it. Because somewhere along the line, it's going to go in there. There are many people who want to change different areas of their lives, but they're not changing what they're seeing and what they're hearing. All of us were born with a clean slate, but over time, it's our content that makes the difference. What goes into each person. There's something called tabula rasa, clean slate. All human beings are born with this clean slate. But what makes the difference is what goes in over time. Now, you may not have had control, or you may not have deliberately controlled what came into you over time. The moment you know this truth, you can begin to apply this principle to yourself. We are programmed through education, our families, books, television, internet, audio and video programs, and through our association. What do you do to transform your life? How do you change your life? Change your heart. Change your nature. Change your character. Change your thinking. And change your emotions. And the quickest way to do that, change what you are seeing and hearing every day. Advertise your future to yourself. That's my encouragement. Okay? All of us see all those Coca-Cola adverts. And Coca-Cola, I don't know if things have changed now, but they say Coca-Cola spends the highest amount of money on advertising. in the world. And you wonder, what do they sell really? Water, sugar, and some coloring. Okay? But this product is known about in the remotest villages around the world. A good chunk of what Coca-Cola sells is the advertising, really. Okay? And they found out that it's been effective. So my encouragement is, I did this and it worked for me. I began to write goals on plain sheets of paper and to stick them on the wall in my bedroom. I still remember how we got our first Mercedes car in our house. I just read about it, that's all. And I decided to try it out. Described the make of the car, the model, the year, and stuck it on the wall. And we didn't have the faintest idea how to get the money to get the car. But it happened, just happened like that someday. Just happened, that Nika and I were having a chat with this person. We had been hearing about the person for a while, and it was our first time of meeting. And we were just sharing our experiences, and all of a sudden the guy just said, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. I have this strong impression I should give you a check, okay? And the person wrote out a check, and it was the exact amount of money we wrote on the sheet of paper. At that time, I had forgotten about the paper. It was when we got back home to our room that my eyes fell on the sheet of paper and I saw it was the exact amount of money. And I thought, what? It worked. It worked. Now you can be sure, I'm sure you know what I did. I took that sheet of paper or filed it because we got that car. So I wrote something else. You understand? I had to be sure. I had to be sure. This one worked. Okay, we have to be sure this is not a coincidence. We have to appreciate this about life. This world is controlled by principles. This world is controlled by principles. Principles make life predictable. If you jump from a 10-story building in London, you're coming down. You don't need to